Good morning. This is KELOLAND On The Go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your Sunday. We also have your boredom busters coming up. But first, our top story. The Crow Creek Sioux tribe recently installed new street lights along a busy road that takes drivers into Fort Thompson. Crow Creek's tribal chairman says that's because they kept seeing people get hit by cars along this road. One of those people was 17-year-old Loverine Walking Bull. Her mom met up with our KELOLAND News crew in Huron to tell us more about her daughter.
She was very caring, outgoing, like always put others in front of herself, full of life, energetic, happy, smiling.
You'll hear more from Loverine's mother and tribal officials about concerns over safety on reservation roads tonight on KELOLAND Weekend News at 5:30 and 10. South Dakota Catholics are mourning the death of the Bishop of the Rapid City Diocese. 62-year-old Peter Muich died Saturday after being in hospice care for throat cancer. Pope Francis appointed Muich to be Rapid City's bishop in 2020. Muich was a native of Minnesota and graduated from the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul. He also served as administrator of the Cathedral of Our Lady of the Rosary in Duluth. Funeral arrangements are pending. The Harrisburg cheer and basketball teams hosted a bedding drive on Saturday for a nonprofit that's going to be launching a chapter in Sioux Falls. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a nationwide organization that builds beds for children in need. The Harrisburg teams wanted the new Sioux Falls chapter to get off to a strong start, so they collected items including twin-sized comforters, sheets, and pillows.
It's a project that we are very passionate for, and we want to make sure that even though we have our beds, that everyone in the whole entire city can have our own beds as well.
South Dakota has 7 Sleep in Heavenly Peace chapters. The new Sioux Falls chapter hopes to start building beds in June. If you're interested in donating to the project, we've posted the information under this story here at KELOLAND.com. Let's take our first look at the forecast now with meteorologist Adam Rutt in the Storm Center. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, everybody. It is a very quiet start to the day out there. Plenty of blue skies to go around, so enjoy the sunrise. But if you do choose to do so, you might want to bundle up a little bit. It is a little chilly out there. We'll start with a view downtown, 23. There's the 10th Street mural there just off to the left. Westerly breeze at 7 miles per hour, but again, beautiful blue skies above. And it's not just in Sioux Falls. In fact, we'll head on over to Tripp County. There's Winter, 21, with a west wind also at 7 miles per hour. Temperatures this morning are ranging anywhere from 2 in Pine Ridge and 8 in Valentine to the mid-20s in Chamberlain, as well as Spencer, Yankton, and as we had seen already in Sioux Falls in the mid-20s. 20 for Buffalo, Pierre at 17, Aberdeen 15, and Rapid City 19. And while there isn't much of a breeze in place, it's around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We are still looking at wind chills in the single digits and teens above 0 in general. The outlier being Valentine. It feels like it's -4 this morning, so just keep that in mind. We rebound today, and even more warmth is on the way by the middle of the week. We'll talk about all that in your extended forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Adam. Well, skiers and snowboarders will be able to wrap up their President's Day holiday weekend by going to Great Bear Ski Valley again. There is now enough snow on the main hill to reopen on Monday starting at 9 a.m. The colder weather allowed Great Bear to start making snow Thursday night. Now, even though temperatures are warming back up, Great Bear says the overnights are still cold enough to extend the season for as long as possible. However, the tubing hill is closed for the year. Meanwhile, Terry Peak Ski Area is open for skiers and snowboarders in the northern Black Hills. The hours are 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Check out the larger-than-life dinosaur herd roaming and roaring at the W.H. Lyon Fairgrounds in Sioux Falls. Jurassic Quest features animatronic dinosaurs on display, plus kids' activities. The hours are 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tickets start at $19. It's free for children under 2. Jurassic Quest runs through Monday. VFW Post 628 is hosting an all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast. Serving time goes until noon at the South Dakota Military Heritage Alliance. The cost is $8 for adults, $2 for children. Lace up your skates for some indoor skating at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. Open skating takes place from 1 to 3 p.m. The cost is $7 for adults, $5 for children. Skate rentals are $3. Movies playing at the Historic State Theater in downtown Sioux Falls include The Boy and the Heron, plus The Teacher's Lounge, both rated PG-13, and Poor Things, rated R. Adam?
Well, we really do not have a whole lot of anything going on with satellite and radar locally. A little bit of cloud cover trying to move into northwestern South Dakota, but outside of Belle Fourche and to a lesser extent Spearfish, Sturgis, and even areas west of Buffalo, that's really just about it. Even as we zoom out a little bit more, yeah, cloud cover to the west with an upper level trough axis in place, but moisture is miles and miles away, either out towards Sault Ste. Marie, Thunder Bay, and Duluth, or Idaho Falls, and by extension areas south toward Salt Lake City. So we'll zoom out even more. Yes, there is snow out there. Again, it's southeastern Idaho and northern Utah, and then out toward the Great Lakes. Or if you want rain and thunderstorms, you head down to Florida and down toward the Florida Keys for that matter. We, however, do not have much of anything going on over the next 7 to even 8 days. We'll have the occasional surface low that'll dive down from Canada, but that's really going to be just about it. And beyond maybe an isolated sprinkle or two here and there, there really isn't any moisture to speak of that's going to be appreciable, let alone noticeable in many locations. Even as we head through the end of the weekend into the weekend, for that matter, we just keep everything either to our south or to the northeast for that matter. So we have to focus our attention on the temperature. And it is going to get warm by the middle of the week. Even in areas that have snowpack in place, we're still going to be talking about temperatures at least in the 40s there. 50s not out of the question through Wednesday. And while temperatures do take a step backward through the weekend, we are still going to be above average overall, with that warmth just simply reloading as we head toward the start of next week. In fact, odds for above average temperatures are favored as we head into the home stretch for the month of February. Highs today climbing into the 30s and 40s. The 30s will be more likely where we have snow on the ground, and appreciable snow at that. So once you hit Brookings, Marshall, and to a lesser extent Worthington, more so toward Huron, Miller, Canby, and Watertown along that Highway 14 corridor. You notice up toward Aberdeen, though, less snow on the ground. You guys get into the low 40s. Out west, we'll also see highs mainly in the 40s, except for areas near Winter, Chamberlain, and Pierre. You'll be stuck mainly in the mid to upper 30s. Overnight low temperatures tonight, after we see those highs, drop into the upper teens and low to mid 20s. And we get ready for another day where it's overall mild outside of, again, the Highway 14 corridor, where we'll have highs of the 30s. Everybody else will be in the 40s to near 50. The rest of your 7-day forecast is quiet or warm. Take your pick. Either way, we get into the mid-50s by the midweek outlook, and then again by the weekend. Overall, though, highs are going to be anywhere from 10 to near 20 degrees above average in Sioux Falls and even Aberdeen, for that matter. All the while, we stay at bare minimum partly sunny, if not mostly sunny, especially as we head toward the end of this upcoming week. In Pierre, we start off in the 30s, but that's the outlier. Mid-40s or better starting Monday going into next Saturday. All the while, you also stay dry. And as we head toward Rapid City, on the low end, we're talking about mid-40s today and Wednesday. And everybody else will be in the 50s as we head toward the rest of that extended forecast and even next weekend especially. Have a great day, everybody. For more on your local news, weather, and sports, you can always head on over to KELOLAND.com.